Choose your hero.
Welcome mates, I am Bloodthirsty Lord by Incoming Lordy, and today we are back talking about the idea of a Paragon 2 remake. In this case, we're not talking about the general MOBA edition of Paragon. We're talking about Paragon being taken to another genre of gaming, which is fighting games. This person named Alden has made a Paragon fighting game, or Paragon times Brawl game. That's the title of the game that he has worked on. It's an indie project most likely, and it's kind of interesting to see and witness how he's actually working on it. But before we get into this video, make sure you smash that bloody like button. We are aiming for 200 likes on this video. That would be greatly appreciated if you do achieve that goal. And also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the content on the daily. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So he does have some basic UI in the actual game, so he's made his own menu. As you can see, there's 3 characters on the top right, which are FaZe, Countess, and Twin Blast, which are 3 playable characters in this fighting game, or this Brawl game. So you select one, and then there's details about them. Once selected, you'll jump into the arena, or the map, or the fighting style of the game. It reminds me of Tekken story mode, like Tekken 6, when you used to do that story adventure mode thing. It's like that if Paragon characters were playable instead of the Tekken characters. So the first map we load in with FaZe seems to be like a cyberpunk map, maybe suiting the character. There's some soundtracks, some voice lines of the characters while you're playing, and also in the main menu, so that's kind of interesting. Then out of nowhere, as you're walking down the alley and you enter this new space in this cyberpunk world with FaZe, 3 wild Murdochs do appear to fight you. Yeah, we're like, what the hell is that? It's kind of interesting. You got the Biofreak Murdoch and the default skin Murdoch over there as well. It's kind of interesting. I'll give it that. And since this is a fighting game, the Murdochs aren't carrying the ordinary sniper rifle type of weapon they had in Paragon. They're carrying knuckle busters. Yeah, I know. That's kind of dope. Then we get to see the meaning of aggressive support FaZe in action, just smashing some Murdoch ass as she just demolishes them with her fist and her kicks. So there seems like there's some actual gameplay behind this fighting game. You got the kicks, you got the punches, you got some little combos here and there, nothing really intense. And there seems to be some type of blocking mechanic, but I don't think it's really blocking. I think it's more evading and dodging. So you maneuver around the enemy's attacks, then go for a jab, like you have a boxing game or a fighting game. That's Tekken style story mode-ish. That's what it looks like. Then we switch characters towards Countess, and she seems like she's using her carnival skin from Paragon in this actual thing. So she's not using the default skin, she's using her carnival skin, which looks pretty good. And I'm guessing they wanted to change the map and base it on each character, so they base her more on a Chinese map, alongside the soundtrack of the map, and also some other voice lines are shining here in the menu and also in the gameplay. Now we actually see the army of Murdochs actually fight back, and Countess is having some type of hard time, and it seems like some of the fighting moves that Countess does have is exactly the same as FaZe, so I'm guessing it's going to be the same as Twin Blast, and all the characters have the exact same generic fighting moves, unless in the future he has changed them and makes something else more interesting for those characters to give them more personality in their fighting style. But that's something for another time. But right now, we gotta witness this badass execution. Oh my god, look at that last killing blow on Murdoch. Imagine if Countess just jumps and leaps towards the actual character and then just acts like a vampire and sucks the blood of the enemy, and Murdoch just falls to his death. That would be kind of cool. Or if Murdoch just turns and then ends up being another AI on her team fighting the other Murdochs. That would be kind of cool too. And then he switches to Twin Blast and highlights some of the gameplay there as we enter the streets of New York / Chicago, some place that utilizes majority of their buildings as high skyscrapers. I'm just guessing it's one of those locations. It could be anything right now. It just looks like a city area in my opinion. Then out of nowhere, mates, we see a parry attack or counter attack type of thing go on, with Twin Blast jumping on Murdoch and just completely wrecking him. And that is awesome to see. So I'm guessing the execution styles are kind of different for each character, so that's kind of cool. But I'm hoping for more different fighting styles in general. If they add more new characters or they adjust these characters, give them more fighting styles. Because right now, it seems to be like another game, just with reskins of Paragon characters and Paragon enemy AI units. That's what it seems like, which is kind of devastating. I really want to see more because the maps look kind of cool. I'm guessing the maps are kind of his maps from another game, or maybe his maps that he made for this game. If he made it for this game, that's kind of awesome. If he didn't, it's kind of devastating. But either way, the outcome's there. The idea of it is there. If the guy's still working on it, keep going, man. Make something great out of this Paragon X Brawl game or Paragon fighting game type of thing. I want to see more of this. I'm hoping he has a future. But right now, it looks like it might not have a future since it's an indie project and most likely worked on by one guy. So we're going to wait and see what else happens with this project. But right now, I think that's enough for this video. But mates, as always, tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. What did you think about this video? And would you mates have fun playing a game that is different genre with Paragon characters? Because I think that's kind of awesome in my opinion. Tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. And also, mates, if you know any other companies or people, or maybe one person that's working on their own project of Paragon that's in another genre, like a shooting genre or something kind of different from the normal everyday Paragon 2 remakes of MOBAs, tell me in the comment section down below. I would love to know and look into that as well. If you mates did enjoy this video, show you so, smash that black like button. We are aiming for 200 likes on this video. That would be greatly appreciated if you do achieve that goal. And also, if you mates want to see more Paragon remakes on the channel, or Paragon news in general, or gaming content in general on the channel, all you have to do is share with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time's go, but don't you worry. Back very soon. Hey, tats boys, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Mates, I'm just hoping this game fully develops into like a story mode with the adventure fighting game experience that we just witnessed, and then also somehow a 2D fighting style game or Paragon where you can use Cruncher Steel and go head to head once again for another round 2 fight. That would be kind of awesome to see.